I hope you guys are all safe and sound out there, and be optimistic as always, happy and sassy. Happy lang po as always, even though mahirap ang buhay at even though we're struggling a lot, but you know, yun nga sabi nila, laban lang at wag huminga. I mean, wag huminto sa buhay. So, madaling sabihin, ngunit napakahirap pong gawin. But, you know, just keep on going and I know we can do it. Anyway, so this video guys, makikita nyo po na papunta po kami sa aming pupuntahan. Saan nga ba ito? Ito ay papuntang Sintra. Sintra is about 20 km northwest of Lisbon. It is very much accessible from Lisbon to Sintra. Going to Sintra from Lisbon, you can either hop onto any private car, taxis, or your private car, or traveling by a train. The history of Sintra was started back in the Middle Age, which on the 11th century, which Sintra was discovered by a Islamic Portuguese and started their Islamic community back in the 11th century. It is loaded with Islamic architectures. However, that Islamic architecture was demolished because the royal family from Lisbon discovered that Sintra has a very great weather conditions, primarily on during summer, because Sintra is seated on the top of the mountain that collects a lot of wind, and also it offers a panoramic view from the top of the mountain looking to Lisbon. And as the years goes by, Sintra is now known as the fairy tale city, and thank you to the Moorish castle for that. And Sintra is one of the most the UNESCO World Heritage Site. In this video, we are in the Palacio de Pena, which is the Portuguese, the Pena Palace. And it is said that this castle is this palacio or castle is a romanticist castle in São Pedro de in Finaferim. It is in the municipality of Sintra on the Portuguese Ribeira. The castle stands on the top of the hill of Sintra Mountains above the town of Sintra. And if the weather is really clear and very great, you can see the entire Lisbon from this area here of the castle. However, when we are there, guys, it was a bad luck for us because it was foggy. It's fog a lot, so it's really hard to see what's outside because all you see is just this one. It's all white. You hardly can see yourself. I mean, you hardly can see outside because of the fog, and it is to the point that we are there in the middle of summer. We hardly see what's outside, so we try to walk around the best as we can, but it's just the weather doesn't permit us to do that. So what we did is just to have a look on the exterior of this palacio or on this castle, and we had some photos together, and I tried my best to do some video to video the exterior of the castle. However, this is not much that I can do, and I cannot give as much as positive of evaluation in this in my visit in there, because I didn't encounter anything that could, for me, I would love to do it. Going there, it was quite tough. We have our own car, however, we got lost and it's quite rough to go off. So we found a guy that transport us to go to this area here in the Palacio de Pena. We rent him to send us here, and we are in a group, so we paid him for I guess it was around 100 euros for that. So we are four plus three people with us in the car. So we are chipping in for that 100 euros. The driver sent us there to this Palacio de Pina, and then he he gave us around 3 hours to 4 hours to be inside in this Palacio de Fina, and the driver also picked us up. And I remember that he was quite a crazy guy, so guys, be careful. But anyway, he's a nice guy. It's just he's quite interesting, and he had a lot of energy to drive his car. He drive like crazy. If I am very careful when it comes to the road, and he's different, guys, because that's his job to collect more people. The more people he send in there, the better for him. So that's why he drove the car so hard, and he drove the car very fast. And he seemed like, because he grew up in the area, I guess, so he knows the roads very well. It's just very different when you're the one in his car. So just it was fun though, but it's a lot of your heart is pumping when he's the one driving the car for you. And you guys were just talking about in the car, like, just to survive in the car while he's driving. So I was like, I rather want to walk than he's the one driving for me. So but anyway, it was good, we survived, and it was cool. He's a very nice guy, and he talked a lot, and he was very talkative. And it takes a lot of just the for you to be okay and calm down. But during the trip, I was like, praying that we will survive, because the road was tough. The road was very narrow, and it's because you are on the top of the hill, and this guy is driving like, it's a very tiny road, and this guy is driving like 500 mile an hour on that one. So imagine that. But other than that, it was cool. Thank you guys for tuning me in, Sandra. Now we are on the way, guys, to Nazare. Nazare is the known for ocean, and yes, we are going to the ocean this time. Let's go explore the beach of Nazare. As what I heard, Nazare is prone for the big tides, waves, because it's likely the big Atlantic Ocean. It crosses together. It's collide the two waves direction, so that's why it connects the wind, the big tides, and the sea currents of the sea floor, creates the big waves. And that's in Nazare area. That's why it attracts of the surfers. So there are a lot of people that goes to Nazare because of just to surf there, because of the big tides that Nazare can offer. It's prone for, again, for the surf, for the waves and surfing. So there's a lot of tourist surfers there. So that's specialized Nazaris. And when we were there, the water is so cold, guys. I don't know. I when I tried to go there, and we have our own swimsuit with us. We are ready to, to sit on the beach and just to relax, do some relaxations with us, get some drinks. But when we get there, the water is not swimmable. I cannot swim in it because it's quite cold. And there are people that are swimming, but mostly of them are not really, just trying to sunbathing and playing in the water. But as you can see here, it's hardly have people swimming in it because it's really cold. So I didn't change my clothes. I have my swimsuit inside in this clothes, so it's easier for me, to take it off and ready to swim. But we ended up of just making like tampisaw lamang. So, but that was fun. We're chasing the waves, and I was having fun in there. And as you can see, I was just, barefoot and trying to play the water. I realized that I misses the ocean so much by just, playing the water, the waves. This little wave is makes me realize that, wow, I miss my hometown a lot, where I grew up, because I grew up in the ocean. It seems like I came back to where I was young, and water and the ocean is just very accessible within my eyes. And this one, I have to travel so far just to have this one. So for you guys that are living right now in the ocean. Please appreciate the nature and appreciate that you are living in a paradise. And this one, I was amazed, and I appreciate a lot, and I realize how lucky I am to, to at least to have this time. Like what my friend were saying, were saying to me that it seems like I am like a kiddo back then in this video here. I really had a great time in this one. Overall, the trip to Sintra was quite interesting. It was a great adventure for me. I encountered different cultures and different history that I never thought that I could learn. It was a great adventure. I had a lot of fun, and it was just a shame that we didn't explore that much inside the Fina Palace due to the weather condition that it was foggy. So I don't know if I would like to come back there again. I think because I cannot predict the weather, because when we were there it was in the middle of the summer, but we're still caught up on the fog. So above all on that, it was fun, and also the Nazare drop off was also amazing for me. It was an amazing experience. Again, it realized me that I really misses my hometown a lot. And also, there's a lot of things to consider in life and be thankful in life. So that's it for this video, and see you again in my next vlog. Thank you so much for always there with me, for all your support, and see you again. And hopefully you are having a fantastic weekend, guys. Bye. Legal Matters begin. Signed out. Stay safe, y'all.